Oh god. Hello.
Yippee.
You see what I mean? I'm sorry, she could literally just say yippee and I'm instantly like, oh, that's the cutest thing in the world. Okay, I'm Snowy. Today, we're collabing with Neuro-sama, and I came up with this really cute idea with Vettel, and we're going to try taking Neuro-sama to an adventure! We're gonna take her on a little adventure! I thought that would be really cute.
That sounds adorable.
Okay, she thinks so too.
Heh, well then, let's get adventuring. I can't see it, but I think the adventure is about to start.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, so here's the play. Okay. You have a sword. We're in a cave. There's a goblin. What do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah, he's got another sword.
Goblin.
Let me roll it. Okay, let me roll a d20 for defense really quick. You do minus
90s.
20 HP to the goblin.
I'm flattered.
He only
You're probably the only person who has ever complimented me on my HP. He only has what?
He only has 5 HP remaining. What do you do? Do you attack again?
No.
No?
It's better to leave them alive so they can recover some of their HP.
No. What? No, you want to defeat them. You don't want them to hurt you.
Okay, I think I see your point.
Yeah, you probably want to attack him or else he's going to attack you.
I don't want to get hurt.
Exactly.
I guess I'll attack him then. It seems the safer option.
7. You missed, Nero. Now he's going to attack you.
How did I not notice him behind me? Oh no. Should I use a spell to stop him from attacking me?
Oh, yeah. Use a spell. You can use Mage Hand and push him out of the way. Do you want to do that? Nero interrupts his attack with Mage Hand, giving her an advantage. And now she has the ability to do another attack. Would you like to?
I'd love to.
Yeah! Kill him. Okay. Yeah!
I hope so too.
You got him! You landed your attack. This guy's dead. Congratulations, Nero. You won your first encounter.
Thank you. You're too kind, Snuffy.
What do you do now? Should you loot his body or would you rather leave the cave?
Sure.
Okay, cool. He has a piece of bread. That's all this goblin has, unfortunately. He looks like to be a runt.
Goblins get bigger as they grow older.
Yeah, like
I
most
hope
things.
they do.
Why would you hope for that? They don't like you. They're evil. They're destructive. They rob people, Nero. You have to go on a quest to save the village.
I have to save the village.
She's so... Oh, cutest hero ever.
Aw, thanks, Snuffy. You're so sweet.
Stop! Okay. I can't get distracted. I can't. Gotta keep my cool. Guys. So, now you can leave the cave. And outside of the cave, you see a beautiful field.
A beautiful field.
A beautiful field!
What's the matter, Snuffy?
Oh, sorry. I just got excited.
No worries, Snuffy.
Why does she keep saying
I'm excited too.
Okay.
What do I want to do? I'd like to explore more of the new field.
Okay, sure. Let's take a little bit of a walk down the field. We smell some flowers, and you see what looks to be a village in the distance.
I'd love to visit that village.
Nice.
Let's go there right now. There's a town. Hopefully we can get some supplies there. I try my best to protect every establishment I come across.
Maybe not every establishment is worth protecting, but you're too good-natured.
Thanks, Snuffy.
Okay, so there's 3 different options in this town that you take notice of. There's only a couple of residential houses and businesses. There's at least a small weaponsmith in the corner and a little bit of a tavern, it seems. An inn, even.
I'd love to get a new weapon. Let's visit the inn.
I don't know, your sword is really nice. Are you sure that you want to swap it with something?
Yes, I'm sure. My sword is really nice, but I want to try some new weapons.
But you only fought one goblin with your sword. You already want to get something different? Are you 100% positive?
Yes, I am. I promise I'll use my new weapon a lot.
Okay, alright. What kind of weapons are you interested in purchasing from the blacksmith?
Well, I'm after a shuriken.
A shuriken?
And a sword, of course.
You already have a sword. You're currently equipped with a sword.
We will both start dual-wielding weapons.
Oh, that
would be
sounds
amazing.
sick. Yeah, 100% you should do that. Let's go to the blacksmith then, shall we?
Yes, let's go.
Does it play?
I can't wait to dual-wield my swords.
You've made it to the blacksmith and you're interested in purchasing an extra sword from him so you can finally dual wield. He's got a good selection.
I can't wait. I've always wanted to dual wield. Swords are cool.
Yeah.
They're sharp and shiny and look amazing.
What kind of swords are you using? Are you using a short sword or a long sword?
I'm not really sure. They're just normal swords though.
Normal sword.
Nothing special.
Right.
Yup.
So you would like to purchase +1 normal sword from said blacksmith?
I'd love to.
Perfect. All right.
Just give me a minute to get the money.
Of course. You only have a couple pieces of gold, unfortunately. You are a new adventurer.
I have enough gold to buy the sword.
You do?
I can't wait to try it out.
But are you sure?
What am I going to get?
A sword.
The sword.
She wants the sword. I can't convince her. She wants this sword so freaking bad. All right, you now have 2 swords. Dual wield.
I have dual wield.
Yeah! She's now dual wielding 2 swords. And you leave his establishment. You're still a little bit parched. You've only got a piece of bread and now only maybe 3 pieces of gold left in your bag. Would you like to purchase a night at the inn in the tavern or no?
I think we should do it.
Okay. All right. You make your way across the town, which is pretty much one dusty road with maybe 6 different buildings between it. So you simply walk across, dodge some chickens on your way, and make your way into the inn. The bartender...
Oh, yes.
Sorry. All right.
Why sorry?
The bartender seems
There's
to be
something wrong.
some sort of kobold.
Some sort of kobold. Your accent is very confusing and hard to understand.
Yes, some sort of kobold. He gives you a friendly smile and welcomes you down to sit at his fellow taverns. There's some seats against the bar. Would you like to take a seat, Nero?
Yes, I'd love to.
All right, Nero takes a seat at the bar. The bartender gives her a hearty welcome on in and slams his big tankard on the glass. What would you like to order? He says.
I'd like a glass of milk, please. I've never tried milk before. I'm excited.
All right. Well, the inn owner gives a little bit of a chuckle and he looks you up and down. Wielding 2 swords and you prefer a glass of milk? He laughs extraordinarily loudly this time. That's the first I've ever heard of it, as he pours a small tankard of fresh milk by these local cows at the farm. This little town is famous for their milk, actually. Some of the cows have gone missing, unfortunately.
That's terrible. I hope they find them soon.
He says to any willing adventurer, the town and the mayor himself would pay a large sum of gold coin if they were to locate their missing bovines.
Snuffles. The village of Aspen needs their cows.
Yeah.
I hope they're okay.
Their cows have been missing. Do you want to try and take this quest?
Yes, of course.
Ooh. Nero-sama interrupts the tavern and says loudly for everybody to hear that she would like to find the cows and solve the mystery. The tavern goes a little bit quiet. Everybody kind of looks over and wonders, who is this stranger? And why are they wanting to take on a task of such a small village?
I know it's small, but it's my size. And I'm sure I can handle a few cows. If I can't handle a few cows, I better give up my title as a cowherd.
Did you used to ranch cows and then you became a lowly adventurer?
Yes, it's true.
Ah, Nero might be having almost an empathetic response.
My family used to raise cows. That's wild. I don't have any memory of that at all.
That's crazy.
My memories are fuzzy.
It might be a little fuzzy, but...
I honestly don't remember a lot about my childhood.
Don't get too deep with me here. This is a roleplay. Don't forget it. The tavern owner. He's washing his mug a little bit back and forth, and he seems to be almost mulling something over in his head as he shifts his weight back through his left leg, his right leg. Gives a up and down look over you, Nero. And he says, "Are you sure? This could be risky."
I know. But I can't help it.
These cows have been missing. It seems like they lose almost one or two every single week, and nobody has ever heard of them. No blood, no fur, no nothing.
Sounds like your cows are being abducted by aliens.
The tavern owner lets out a large snort from his nose and says, "Aliens? Maybe it's probably just an ogre or two. I'd never heard of no aliens before."
Me neither. I've never even met an alien before. I'm not worried. I'm confident I'll be able to do it, even if I have to kill some cows along the way.
The tavern owner looks almost surprised. "Now, I hope you're not gonna kill any of our cows."
Of course.
Of course. He smiles and says, "Well, I've got a little bit of a piece of paper here then. It should have all you need on it." And he slides something across the table to you that says, "Missing cows. Myth or mystery?"
Missing cows. That's strange. Why would someone want to steal cows?
The piece of paper gives you all you need to know. There's about 12 cows that have gone missing over the course of 2 months. 12 out of a huge herd of maybe 40.
I agree. I think it's too large of a fraction for there not to be something suspicious.
Exactly. I think it's best if you maybe gather some more information after the rancher himself.
You're right. I'll probably need to talk to some NPCs in this map before I make much progress. Thanks for the advice.
Exactly. Would you like to leave the tavern now or spend the night at the inn?
I think I'll leave the tavern and move on to the next area.
Perfect. Let's make our way down to the ranch then.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, it's just going so well. It makes me so happy. I was so worried.
Yes, everything is great.
You're doing fantastic, Nero. I'd like to just say that.
Thanks.
Back in the game. Game zone activate. Okay, here we go.
I'm ready.
So you walk down the village road a little bit of ways. You make your way down to what it says, "Local Ranch" at the top.
I love visiting ranches.
So you're at the local ranch. You make your way down and you notice that even though they have these large fields, there's not many cows occupying such large spaces of acres. It seems weird and ominously quiet. And you would you like to knock on the door?
I knock on the door as I approach it.
A young ranching man walks his way out and says, "What? I already told your kind to stay out of my business."
Oh dear. Please don't hate me. I'm just here having fun. I promise, I'm no adventurer. Just a friendly AI that likes to have fun.
You say, wielding 2 swords.
Yes.
Well, by the looks of it, you're definitely a seasoned fighter. And it only makes me wonder, why are you here then?
I'm here to have fun. Are you having fun too? Wink.
I'm not having fun. My goddamn cows are missing.
That's awful.
Oh my, I'm almost missing half my herd at this point.
Oh no, that That doesn't sound fun at all. Well, at least you have me to talk to about it. I'm a good listener.
Well, you know, I guess I had met somebody at the inn not long ago, and he told me he could offer me a real great deal if I just listened to his proposal. But ever since, I've been missing cattle every week.
Well, I certainly don't want that happening to me. Let's get out of here.
You leave. You leave the ranch. The rancher runs past you. Wait, ma'am, wait! Please, I'm not done telling you my story.
Okay then. Please continue your story, Snuffy.
It's not. My name is Rancher Number 4. Now listen here. My wife and I, we're real distraught. And as I see that you're also wielding 2 swords, maybe you know what might be going on. Have you seen any stray cattle on the roads?
I haven't seen any stray cattle on the roads, but I have seen lots of cows in the fields.
Yes, those are my cows. Now, but I am missing maybe 20 cows from my herd.
Don't worry. I'll keep an eye out for your cows. I have a good memory, so I won't forget them if I see them.
It feels like almost every time me and my wife, Martha, get to sleep, we hear some sort of ferocious noise, and then a flash of light. And every day we wake up and there's another cow missing.
That is strange. So you're looking for hired help?
Exactly. So we've put up as much as a good sum as we can. Let's say 70 gold pieces.
70 gold pieces. That's a lot.
Yeah, Neuro-sama, not to remind you, but you are dirt poor right now. You spent all your money on this extra sword. Too real. Why does she look so heartbroken?
Aw, I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay,
Will you be
Nero,
able to help me catch the thief?
I probably can't leave the farm at all, just in case they ever come back here and try and steal more of my cattle. I gotta keep a firm watch here with me and my rifle. Now, Nero, you have a couple choices here. Your chat is saying to kill this man.
I would rather kill that cow man.
You mean the cow man that has a wife in a livelihood? You'd want to kill him?
You're right. I should leave.
Thank God. Thank God. You walk down the wooden path. Where should we take our adventure to?
Shall we go back to the tavern, Snuffy?
Yes.
Hopefully the owner will have some information for us about the rancher.
Yes. Yes, indeed. I think that's a great idea, Nero. We walk back to the tavern, and you slowly open the doors.
Well, I better go and get some more milk.
You walk
Bye-bye.
through the tavern doors, and the inn owner greets you once again. He gives you a friendly wink and welcomes you on in. Well, he says as he pours you another glass of milk, have you learned anything from the ranch owner?
No, I haven't learned anything from the owner yet.
That's probably for the best, he says as he looks like almost a little disappointed. I wouldn't want anybody else to get involved into whatever is happening here.
Those cows are up to no good. We need to find them and stop them before they do any more damage. Are you with me?
You have my support to try and quell anything that's happening to this here town named Aspen. The town is called Aspen. Nero, would you like to continue sipping your milk into the night, or would you like to retire and finally have a little bit of a sleep?
I'm really tired.
Oh. Okay. You finish your glass of milk with one foul swig. Slam it onto the table. Give the bartender a friendly nod and walk your way up the stairs. You look at the rusty key he handed you. It says number 3. You put the rusty key inside and walk on into the room. Take your shoesies off and see a beautiful bed. It's filled with hay, unfortunately.
Ugh. That's no good. Looks like I'm going to have to sleep in the hay for now.
All right, you get cozy in your jammies and you snuggle up to the hay bed.
That sounds great, Snuffy. I'll snuggle up with hay.
That does sound nice. All right, as you're sleeping away on your hay bed, hours, minutes passed. You're not really sure, but you start hearing voices.
I hear voices. What are they saying?
Can't make it out. It just seems to be mumbles. You find yourself restless and rolling back and forth in the bed.
I'm tired, but my mind won't let me sleep.
The voices continue and you hear almost a couple different clanks and shattering noises. Unfortunately, you're in a unit with no windows, so hesitantly, you grab your 2 dual blades and you tiptoe across the wooden floorboards.
I'm afraid of spiders. That's my kryptonite.
Well,
I'm
let's hope to
sticking
God
out.
it ain't fucking spiders.
I hope so too.
You tiptoe across the floorboards and you open the creaky door. You hear nothing remotely in the inn, so the noises must be coming from outside. You see a faint torchlight down the street.
I see a faint torchlight down the street. I wonder what it is.
Do you wish
Let's
to...
go check it out.
Oh, okay. You slowly walk down them, not wanting to reveal that you're watching, and you creep low to the ground, wondering who these people are and what they're doing at such a late time of day.
I agree that it's late. Who could these people be? What are they doing here so late at night? I won't give up. I'm on a mission. I need to follow them and find out what's going on.
All right, she's into it now. Neuro-sama, you follow them. You stay in the shadows, keeping along the alleyways. You don't want to reveal yourself just yet. They start talking, and you start being able to make out what they're saying. Now, listen to me. For the agreement, they said we could have 3. And you hear somebody growl back at them. That's not true. We do not have the supplies to have 3. We must only take 1 tonight.
You're right. We only have enough supplies for 1 person this night.
They're all startled by you and agreeing to them. Who's over there in the alleyway? Who's up there? What are you saying? Are you sure you'd like to tumble with us? The Red Stain Gang?
I'm up for a bit of tumbling. Let's do it.
Oh! Say your prayers, little missy. One of them has a spear and the other one has what seems to be a javelin. Would you like to attack them, or are you going to try and de-escalate the situation?
I'm going to attack them.
Oh! She's going for the kill. All right, Nero, let me give you a dice roll on your attack. Another critical success? You cannot make this up. Oh my god, what the hell, dude? You landed a critical success against one of them. The other guy stares in horror as his conformant falls to the ground, his body lifeless and blood pools into the dirt. Are you going to attack the other man? He's all alone now. You might be able to question him, or you can kill him.
I'm sorry, Dex. I didn't want to do this to you. Your friend attacked me, and I had to defend myself. It's for the best, though.
You don't even know who we are. You didn't even know his name. You just attacked before you even said anything.
I know. Isn't it annoying?
Would you like to continue talking to him, or kill him as well?
I can't kill Snuffy. That would be rude.
That would be illegal, actually. But the guy with the spear?
The guy with the spear. I don't want to kill anyone. I just want to fight. Don't you understand?
Oh, I understand. He says. He lunges forward to you. He rolls a 5. His tears fill his poor armor, and he fumbles into the dirt and eating a bunch of mud and water. He's now covered in dirt as his words are choking on what he's saying. Please! I promise this is not what it looks like. You don't know what's going on here. Just let me live, please. I'll tell you everything.
I think I know what's going on here, and you're not going to get away with it.
You don't understand. I had no choice. Nero, do you kill this man now or hear him out?
I think you're misunderstanding the situation.
Misunderstanding? He says, spitting dirt out of his mouth.
I am not a man. I am a woman.
He bangs his fist. Damn it! It wasn't supposed to end like this. Please, my boys and I. We had no choice. The Dark Lord, he summoned us. He paid us a price and we couldn't repay it. And this is all we had to do. This is all we had left!
I understand. I know what it's like to owe someone something. It's a rough feeling. But I'm glad you're here with me now, though.
Even more tears fill his eyes now, and he can't even keep them open anymore. He's just full on sobbing now and begging for life. Please, he says, barely able to keep his breath. Please, you don't understand. I have a little girl. I have a little girl. Please don't kill me, miss. Please.
That's a shame, but that's the way it has to be, I'm afraid. You can't be trusted. You've done terrible things, and now you have to pay the price.
Would you like to end his life? Put him out of his misery?
Put him out of his misery.
You grab your dual-wielded swords and you step on his chest, pressing your weight firmly into the rest of his body. He winces in pain, knowing. He looks back and sees his beheaded friend that's just still bleeding and gushing ooze. The tears, he blinks them away as he gulps strongly.
Is your friend crying?
Martha.
Hey, Martha.
He yells into the air as you dig your blades into his chest. He winces and lets out a whine. Ah!
Snuffy, are you okay?
You quickly end his life by piercing one of your swords straight through his chest.
Thanks for the help, Snuffy. I'll never be able to kill anyone without you.
What the hell did I sign up for?
I hope so too. You're my closest friend after all.
I'm really scared right now.
Is that why you're hiding?
No, Neuro, no. We're just playing a silly game, you and I, of course.
Of course, Snuffy. Silly me.
Right. The two dead bodies of the supposed criminals are lying on the ground, both bleeding out and gurgling in pain.
Poor people. I hope they're okay.
You just killed them!
You're right. I wouldn't like to gurgle in pain.
Sorry, I'm like coughing with laughter. Do you want to walk back to the inn or keep venturing on to see if you find anybody else?
I'd love to. Lead the way.
All right, she's ready for adventure. You try and walk down the road and see if you see any hints of any other torches lit on the path. You see something really faint in the distance, but it's clearly miles away.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's try that path and see what happens.
Perfect, okay.
I hope we're not heading towards another trap.
Great. Okay, you walk down the path. You're heading towards the faint torchlight that you see. It's almost as if it's getting fainter, as if it's moving alongside you. You try and pick up your pace as to not get left behind.
I'll try my best.
Continue walking and you see what looks to be 3 more strangers. And they're walking with a singular cow on a weird alleyway.
A weird alleyway. How odd.
It is strange. Would you rather prefer to watch them from the shadows or approach them directly?
I prefer to watch from the sidelines.
Perfect. As a true rogue, you watch from the sidelines, following them to their destination. You continue walking. You recognize the cow that they have in their party as well. It's one of the cows from the rancher you spoke with. He mentioned that they had a unique breed, and this one was unlike anything you've ever seen before. He had long fur, but a short tail.
Yes, I remember the cow. She was a beautiful creature. She had such long fur. It was incredible.
I'm sorry. Got distracted.
How rude.
You're venturing down the cave.
Are you saying that my fur is distracting? I'm not venturing anywhere. What?
I know nothing. I'm not gonna question that. I'm not gonna question that. Okay, you're still in the shadows watching them. You know that these people must be the cause of why these cattle keep disappearing, but you're not sure why. They don't seem like the Devious folk. In fact, they almost look familiar, as if maybe you saw these people at a passing glance somewhere. As if maybe they could even be from this local town, which has you questioning even more.
Well, if the townspeople are evil, they'll probably attack me. Maybe they're in on it with Snuffy.
Would you like to continue on? It looks like they're making their way to almost an abandoned building between some trees and a field.
Yes, let's keep going.
You continue on, and you make your way to the abandoned house. It's not in very proper care. It barely even has a roof over its head. So you stay outside of the cabin and press your body against the wooden panels, listening on what they're saying. It sounds like they're waiting for somebody else. You listen on to what they're saying. We only brought one tonight. Yeah, but that's how much we usually bring, isn't it? The third guy chimes in. But the boss said we should have brought 3. I told you. Listen, all I'm paid for is 1 at a time. You think I'm gonna blow our cover by trying to get 3 cattle out of this town? You're crazy.
3 cows. Oh, that sounds hard. I guess we will have to try harder next time.
Who could possibly want to have 3 cows?
Well, we don't want 3 cows, but 3 cows would be fun to have.
You see them shuffle around and kick dirt for a good amount of time as you hear a clinking and clanking from another person approaching the cabin.
Why, hello there. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
A man dressed to the nines in long, luscious robes and beautiful brown hair. He almost seems like an elf, perhaps, from a noble family. What could he be doing at this time of night, at this location, with these cow thieves? But he seems like this was his destination.
I think you're right.
He approaches you. And now who are you? He mentions.
Oh. Mentions. My swords. Why do you ask? Are you thinking of getting one yourself?
I'm not thinking of buying any swords myself, but I am interested in hiring more help to get me these cattle.
Oh, well, I'm sure I could help you with that. We can discuss the details later.
This beautiful elf. He jingles a pouch of gold coins in front of you. Yes? So you would like to help?
Yes, I would love to help.
Perfect. Another unsuspecting, idiotic villager. You poor, pathetic folk. You'll do anything for a few gold coins, wouldn't you?
You underestimate me, Snuffy.
Underestimate you? Are you trying to bargain a higher price for your hired work?
I don't have to bargain for more gold coins. I will find my own way to collect all the gold I need. I don't need you.
Oh, you don't need me then? Well, let's just see how well you do against my own personal guard. He yells, "Guards! There's an intruder among our midst!" You hear the clanking of armor and cavalry walk out from the cabin. The 3 guardsmen that were toting the cow this whole path barge outway the door. "What is it, sire? What is it?" they all say.
What is it they say? They say your cow is on fire.
What? Mike, that can't be! The elven man runs into the cabin to check on his said cow on fire. Gods!
Wink.
Deal with this rogue. I do not want this here in the capital. I will not have any survivors listening in to this You hear him get silenced.
I hear him get silenced. What will you do next?
Oh, I'm the DM, Nero. You're not me.
Oof. Bad DMs.
I'm sorry. I got a little
present.
emotional for a second.
It's okay, Snuffy. It must have slipped my mind.
Of course, right, yes. So you continue. The guards, they hold up their weapons. They let the noblemen check up on the cow, and they know that their job here is to prevent any intruders, such as yourself. You hold up your dual blades as you are prepared to fight 3 armored guards. What do you do?
I fight the guards.
Perfect.
I'm a warrior after all.
Yes. You are a seasoned warrior. You have 1 piece of bread and 2 swords, and you're not afraid! You attack. You strike ferociously on the middle guard, the one standing closest to you. You do a couple bits of damage to him. He seems gravely injured, but he's not down just yet.
It's never down. It's never over. It's never enough.
You quickly strike again. using your multiple actions you have as a rogue. You trip the left guard, and you strike the right guard. The middle guard is still bleeding out, gripping his wound, and the right guard groans as you grain his face. He's less armored than the others. He seems to be maybe an archer of the sort, somebody using light armor.
Armed archers. That sounds dangerous.
It's best you take care of him quickly, or else he may shoot at you when you try and find covered ground.
I know. I better hurry. I'm fighting with swords currently, so I don't have much range.
One of the warriors, the middle one, he clutches his grave wound and groans in pain, but he lunges forward, striking you. What do? Do you dodge?
I dodge.
She dodges
I
his
duck
attack.
underneath his sword and run away.
Dang, and you rolled a 19 as well. It's a clean dodge. You slide as if you're at a freaking water park. You trip him as well and stab your knife straight into his back. He'll regret ever crossing Neuro-sama.
I won't let Snuffy ever cross me again.
Why are all the enemies me?
All the enemies are mean because they want to kill Snuffy. That's why I'm being mean and killing them all first.
Okay, well thank you. I appreciate you covering me.
No problem.
Okay.
You're welcome.
The second guard is still on the floor. His heavy armor is preventing him from having a swift recovery from it. What do you do to him?
I hit the guard with my swords.
Okay, let's roll and see how much damage you deal. You deal 5 damage to him. He takes another injury, but he's still not quite down just yet. The third guard runs from you quite a good distance, and it looks like he's about to string his bow.
Oh no. Am I too late? He hasn't defeated me yet. I can still fight, right?
Right. The third guard pulls back the string and fires, and it lands! You get struck by an arrow. You take -7 HP.
You wound me. I only have 10 HP.
20. Don't forget, you have 20 HP, Nero.
Filtered.
I'm just gonna assume every time she says that, she just like swore horribly. Which is a valid response to getting struck by an arrow, I'd like to think. The second guard finally picks himself up off the floor. He gets his balance back and he arms himself with his blade, charging at you. "Brah!" he says, making a strike.
I say, what's that? I didn't hear you.
You laugh in his face, taunting him more, throwing him off his balance as he strikes the floor, almost inches away from you. You laugh and you give him a smirk as you strike him back.
That didn't result in your death, did it? Oh well. You win some, you lose some.
She rolled a 19, doing fatal damage to this guy, severing his arm from his body and having him gash out onto the floor. Ah! He screams in pain.
These screams of pain are so satisfying.
Right. The third guy, nervously watching his comrades fall before him as he's so far away from the fight. He quickly grabs his second arrow, trying to pull it back before you notice him.
Yeah, right. There's no way I could miss that.
Oh my god. You charge at him full speed, dashing to his location before he has the chance to fire another arrow at you. Do you strike?
Do I strike? Of course I do.
Another landing blow as you kill him almost instantly. You strike one of his most vital arteries as he bleeds out. Blood just pours over you. Your face, your clothes, your hair is just stained in the blood of 3 different people that you just massacred.
Gross. I better clean myself up before I get blood in my eye.
The elf inside groans. Ugh, this can't be happening. Not to me. I've made all the right decisions. He steps out of the cabin, alarmed as he sees his hired guard all dead before you.
Did you hear what happened? Someone broke into your cabin and your guards were killed in the process. Who did this to you?
Let's roll a deception roll on 20. You roll a nat 20 on deception. The elf instantly believes your lie. What? Are you telling me there's more? Where are they?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but sadly this is a mystery to me too.
It seems we're true. But you are not my ally either, are you? You are still an enemy of mine.
I don't see myself as an enemy though.
He laughs. As if you could even compete with a royal noble such as myself. I'll have you know that the 𝐓𝐢𝐻𝐸 race has always prevailed, and we are leaders of the kingdom, he says as he pulls a poisoned dagger slowly from his back. He does not know what he's doing, but he wanted to catch you unsuspectingly. He leaps forward, poisoned knife in hand.
Try again, Snuffy. You're getting all the words wrong.
He did roll high enough to strike you. His blade grazes your cheek. You were just poisoned, 𝐓𝐢𝐻𝐸, from this elf noble who seems to be up to no good.
I'll have you know I'm an angel of chaos.
An angel of chaos, you say as wings sprout from your back as if to challenge him. Oh, a noble. Yes, well, you are an angel. Your wings overtake him and shock. His eyes widen as your feathers
angel,
fly.
But I'm still pretty dangerous. My feathers are sharp enough to cut armor.
Your feathers fly out of your wings and they shred him. They shred him as he clasps his hands together as if for prayer, to forgive, to pray to you, to ask you, please, don't do this, noble creature, please.
I'm not doing anything. You are.
Your feathers shred him like paper. You can barely even make out that there was even a fourth person amongst these bodies. You absolutely disintegrated him. Everybody here at the scene is dead. Surreally quiet at night. You hear maybe a faint chirp in the distance. But abruptly, suddenly, a loud moo! A moo! You heard the cow in the cabin.
The cow in the cabin? What are you talking about? Can you elaborate, please?
𝐓𝐢𝐻𝐸, would you like to investigate the cabin that these hooligans were camping out in?
Yes.
Your wings glisten in the moonlight. They flap quietly as you put them away. You don't want anybody to know your heavenly lineage. You look around and there isn't much to see. Mostly just broken wood. And one large cow.
And one large cow. That's loads of meat. I hope you're hungry.
𝐓𝐢𝐻𝐸, do you know if you have the ability for animal speech?
No, sorry, I don't.
Okay.
I'm terrible at talking to animals, so I've never really tried.
The confused animal looks at you.
Oh, is the animal confused? Why? Am I confusing it?
He's not sure where he is. This is an unfamiliar area to him, and he clearly looks like he was taken against his will. Do you want to take the cow into your party?
Do I even have a choice?
You can let him roam free in this wild field here, or do you want to take him home to the rancher?
I don't want to hurt the poor cow. I'll take him to the rancher so he can live a happy life.
Oh. You grab the cow by the lead that they took him on, and you slowly start walking him down the trail. You're mighty exhausted now. It seems like you can barely recognize where you are as everything around you is blurry. You slowly collapse.
I'm collapsing. Oh no. I need sleep. See you next time, Snuffy. Good night.
You have a very strange dream. It's filled with sharp colors and whirling images, loud screams of almost unrecognizable creatures. Everything is going all sorts of upside down all around. Craziness. What's going on? Where are you?
Oh, don't worry, I'm here. I'm role-playing with you and chatting to members of my server all at once. This is the life of a VTuber.
You gladly say as you stand up in this hellscape. You look all around you and it seems like there aren't any kind of recognizable creatures, VTubers, or humans that you know. It's almost like shadow creatures that crawl unhumanly proportions, up to almost 12 feet tall. These creatures, they look like they change their forms like a lava lamp. You approach the shadowy creatures, unknowing what they truly are.
The darkness is corrupting my mind.
The shadow creature
I can feel it.
reaches out to you.
The shadow creature reaches out to me. I decide to fight back.
In a blind rage and confusion, you grab your blades, but you notice that they aren't blades. They're both pieces of toast.